Hello, right, I thought I'd show you how these walls were covered in material because it is quite fascinating how it's done. And you can see it in the reverse because we have now stripped most of the wall, so let me... So this is the pelmet, and we still have to take the pelmet off because it's got the material going behind it. And you can see it's got a piece of wood there that it's stapled to. So here, look, the whole room is surrounded by pieces of wood that they have then stapled the material to. And there's the coving, and we thought, oh, are we going to have difficulty getting this material, because this piece of wood looks like it goes underneath the coving. But with my handy little tool, which is fantastic for this job, all you have to do is prise, and this is actually just a piece of beading. Look, take that off. There's the beading, and it comes away really easily, very quickly. You can just work your way along here, easing it off. There you go. That comes off like that. There you go, another piece off. Now we've got a ladder, so this is quite difficult because it's quite tall. And then you have to just get this off, and all you have to do is go underneath. And this tool is marvellous because it just eases all the staples off. Now this is getting caught because there's material caught here, so if I give that a bit of a pull. And that will come off in a second, and this is the piece of wood come off. There you go, look. See, it's come off. Now there are staples behind there, so I don't have gloves on, so I'm not going to do that. So that's the top of the room. So we've been able to strip virtually all of the walls so far of that. And then down the bottom, so Mike, my helper, was very good today. So you can see there's a gap. He managed to get the piece of wood out that was in there that seemed to have the material stuck on. And then they don't really do skirting boards terribly well in this country. Can you see? That is just beading. So all you have to do is just prise that beading off really carefully, and then you can always replace it if you want to. And that means that we'll be able to wallpaper down that hole. There you go, so you've got that out now. So we can just prise that off and clean it all up. So there you go. So we've managed to do quite a lot of the room already. And so there's the material, that is the wallpaper that was underneath the flock and the material, the wadding and the material. So we've still got bits here, but I've got rid of all of the wood, apart from an odd little bit. We've got to remove the flock wallpaper from that. We've got the beading all the way around, and we've got this bit of beading around the top to take off and just prise off. So that's tomorrow because it's really hot. And we need to take off the big pelmet and get the wood out from down the side so that we can get the material out the side. So that's quite clever. And then here, this has been put, the frame has been put on top of the piece of wood that holds the material on. So what I need to do is just prise this off delicately. And again, this tool is just brilliant at it. It's only tacked in, prise it off. Then I can keep that if I get it off in one piece, remove all the material, and then tack that back on to the door frame. So that's quite a good way of being able to get rid of it. So we're really quite chuffed with the progress we've made today. All the walls need a really good sand, and so we're hoping to be able to have it prepped. I mean, it's not too far off being able to be prepped. There's still got a lot to do, but it's not too far. So if I go a little bit smaller, so what we're going to do, we've got the room, the door there. There's my ensuite, and this is going to have the radiator be there with a mirror or a picture frame or something. And then from here onwards, all the way around here is going to be built-in wardrobes all the way along. So we've got lots of space, and it'll be 2 meters tall, so it'll be really tall, so we can take it. We've obviously got the doors, the secretoire, which is here, will go back into its space in the corner, and then I can have a chair and a rug here, have some curtains across there, So it should look really nice. So on these doors here, you can see one of the knobs has fallen off already. So if I show you down below, that's probably easier. So what we're going to do here is remove these, because these are very 80s, look terrible. I'm going to take that off and that off as carefully as I can and swap them round so that that will go there and then that will go there. So that instead of these corners, there will just be a square. And then what I can do is I can put wallpaper in the middle and then paint the outside, and then this I will probably do in a different colour, contrasting colour. So that's what the doors will look like, that. And those are the doors into my bedroom, because I've had to move some of the stuff in because we're just doing stuff. Okay, so there you go. That's quite a long video, but hopefully that explains how they get material onto these walls with the wood in place, and how we've had to work to get rid of it today. Good job today.